Farewell and adieu to you, Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu to you, ladies of Spain. For we received orders for to sail for old England. We hope in a short time to see you again. We'll rant and we'll roar like true British sailors. We'll rant and we'll roar all on the salt seas until we strike soundings in the channels of old England. From Busan to Sicily, it's 35 leagues. How's that? You like sea shanties? I like sea shanties. Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Happy St. Paddy's Day. Wanted to celebrate by planting a greenwood, Tulip Poplar. So I'm using the recently acquired 5.5 Stanley Bailey with the 2.25 inch blade. Since this is not the type of plane that I like, I'm going to part with this plane. If you want it, put a message in the comment or private message me, email me. The email's in my account. I haven't done a lot to it. The blade has been flattened and sharpened. Chip raker's been fit, and it's working perfectly. I just have a preference for a slightly newer version. Now, another part of this video, I would like to discuss how do you know how old your plane is? Well, this is no thanks to Walter. I didn't think this up. There is a website, and I'll leave the link in the comments below, called HyperKitten. And there is a plane dating chart. So a few of the things you need to know is it will ask you if there is a rib on the front of the plane and on the back of the plane. It will ask you if there's like Made in America, or where the numbers and the names are stamped, or well, not stamped but cast in. It will also ask you, and I don't know if you can see it, there is a patent date in here. This one happens to be, there's two of them, patented March 25 of 02 and August 19 of 02. So this would have two patent dates. It might also ask you if Stanley is on the lateral adjuster, vertically or horizontally. Some of them, it goes vertically. This one goes horizontally. It could also ask if it has a high knob or a low knob. This has a low knob. On the irons, if it has the original iron, it might ask what that is. Okay. This one, it says just Stanley. Patent applied for, looks like 1892. So I'll go in when I go to upload this video, and I will check all the specs on this to see what I can come up with for a plane type. And then once you have your plane type, then you can look at the features, and it will give you an approximate date. And you can do that with most any plane. Now, when you get into the bedrocks, that's different. Okay? With the bedrocks, you have to go to a different chart. So if you would like to own this plane, I will tell you, I have $125 tied up in this, not including my time. So once I tell you what plane type it is, and if you want more pictures, I can send you more pictures. But you can see it is a smooth sole. There are no cracks that I can see around the mouth. I did not flatten it. It's working perfectly. As far as I can tell, there's no cracks or damage to the tote or the knob, and I believe them to be rosewood. It has the small, that's another indicator as to age, the diameter and type of knob it has. Advancing screw. So a little bit of a talk on Tulip Poplar. Tulip Poplar is also known as yellow poplar. Also, its scientific name is Liriodendron tulipifera. Isn't that fancy? So typically its distribution is in the eastern United States, and it can grow big. Tree size can be anywhere up to 160 feet, and even 6 to 8 foot trunk diameters. The average dried weight is 29 pounds per cubic foot. Specific gravity, 0.40 to 0.46, and the Janka hardness is 540 pounds or foot-pounds, pounds per foot, whatever. Now, not to be mistaken by the cucumber tree. Cucumber tree, now see, here's the thing. Tulip poplar isn't really a poplar. It's in the magnolia family. So the cucumber tree is also called the cucumber magnolia. Its scientific name is Magnolia acuminata. Same distribution, eastern United States. Tree size is a little smaller, 50 to 80 foot, and only 2 to 3 foot in diameter. Now it's heavier by 4 pounds per cubic foot, and its Janka hardness is 700 versus the 540. The reason why I mentioned the cucumber tree is because oftentimes it is milled and marketed and sold along with tulip poplar. Only because selling it by itself or even keeping the logs on the log yard separated is a bit difficult. So that happens a lot in the lumber industry. They will mix different species together because they have very similar characteristics. Now, I know when I get a bunch of tulip poplar and there is one board that just seems heavier, it seems denser, maybe even greener, and it works differently, I know that's cucumber. But to the average person, if they didn't do the research and they're not a total geek like I am when it comes to woods, they would never know. They would just machine it, sand it, plane it, paint it, and you'd never know. There is another wood that's green, but it doesn't usually gets mixed in with poplar, and that's mimosa. So that's about it for today. I hope you have plans to celebrate St. Patty's Day. We had our St. Patty's Day dinner on Sunday, yesterday. Good old corned beef and cabbage and taters. What's really funny, corned beef and cabbage is not necessarily something that a peasant Irish family would consume. The cabbage, yeah. Taters, yeah. I don't know about the corned beef. As you can see, old man winter's back. The heat is going on, and I've got my hoodie on. I'm sure hoping spring gets here soon. One thing about yellow poplar that I may have mentioned in the past, the greenish color will turn brown over time, and the white stays a creamy color. Sapwood, heartwood. As you can see, this is quarter sawn. This is a quarter sawn face. See that? Quarter grain. I like the green heart. I like the way it works and the way it finishes, but I also like to leave some of the sapwood on in order to have the contrast. I have a rough sawn edge here, but the sapwood does not work as nice as the heartwood. Let me get this edge started here. What did we do? I retracted the blade too far. Now you never really see me adjusting the blade. It's because it's done on the sly with this finger. I adjust it while I'm working. I could be even in the middle of a plane, and I'll adjust it a little bit. There we go. So the sapwood is more stringy. You can see I'm getting thicker cuttings. I'm making tighter curls. Not like basswood. It does not plane as nice like basswood does. But the green heart, I like that. That's about it for today. If you're interested in the plane, let me know. I don't want to go through the whole eBay or Marketplace and all that other stuff. Maybe I will put it on Marketplace. I don't know. I want to thank you for stopping by and sticking through the whole video. It is important to the channel to get more watch hours. And The longer you let it play through, the better it is for us. Like, subscribe, and share. May you have a blessed day. Go out in your shop, make some green shavings. Walter out.